We turn it over to Paul Hagan. We want to give him a quick shout out along with Dagny. This morning, he and Dagny, the dog, look at that cute pooch.
My
Love
wife's
Dagny.
hand patting her on the back.
She's always smiling. Hosted this year's Halloween Pooch Parade at Cheekwood Gardens in Belmead. It gave owners a chance really to dress their furry friends in Halloween costumes. Guests were asked to bring donations to the Nashville Humane Society, committed to finding responsible homes for homeless animals. We had a white terrier and who had a black patch over his left eye, and we dressed him up as a pirate one year. I think he enjoyed it more than we did.
We had a couple of pirates that came through. One was a coordinating outfit with a girl who was dressed as a pirate, and then she had her pirate helper as well. A lot of people had really creative costumes. It was fun to see. Basically the deal was, but they would give me, write down the dog's name and their owners, and that would announce what they were and what they were dressed as. Had over 90 dogs, I think, come through. Oh my goodness, that's good.
And they paraded their way through the gardens.
Paraded around the gardens. So it was a good time out there. The weather was great for it. The weather's been great all day. Let's take a look at what the sunset looks like. So we can look towards downtown Nashville from the top of the Preston Hotel, get a new perspective there, and that's looking awfully nice. We have had some cloud cover, but enough sun breaking through for temperatures to warm up close to 80 degrees for those official highs, and now we've backed off a little bit, down to the low 70s, but this is still above our normal high temperature for today. 73 in Nashville right now, also 73 in Lebanon. It's exactly 70 in Murfreesboro. A couple more spots dropping into the 60s, just a degree below in Leoma, 67 Cookeville, and 62 degrees in Crossville. Otherwise, we're talking low to mid 70s for the most part. 77, the warm spots on the map right now. That's in Hopkinsville and also in Camden. The farther west you are, the warmer your temperatures will be overnight because you're going to get a little more cloud cover to hold that warmth near the ground. In Nashville, we're going to drop down to around 60 degrees by early tomorrow morning. Average low is 47 degrees, so we're going to be a dozen degrees above that, up to the mid-70s by noon, and then 80 for a high temperature tomorrow afternoon, even with a decent amount of cloud cover overhead. But the rain is going to hold off until later in the day, probably approaching I-65 right around sunset or so. It's going to be breezy throughout the day tomorrow, but that's why we're going to warm up. Let's check out Futurecast version of where and when the rain is going to shape up. So this is the radar simulation. You can see most of it just hanging out in West Tennessee as we approach noon, with enough sunshine for those temperatures to warm up to around 80 degrees, along with the southerly winds. As we approach late afternoon and early evening, you see the Tennessee River Valley looking pretty wet, and that rain approaching I-65 as we get towards sunset, which is right at 6 o'clock tomorrow. And as we head through the evening hours, the rain spreads out. By midnight, about the western two-thirds of the mid-state covered in showers and a few thunderstorms. Our severe weather potential looks like it's going to remain very low with the system. Some intense rainfall moving through, though, especially as we head towards the early morning commute on Monday. So I'd already be planning ahead for some extra time for that Monday morning commute. I know it's 36 hours away, but yeah, you want to plan ahead for that, especially with Nashville traffic. Then that heaviest rain gradually pushes to the east as we progress through the morning into early afternoon. It's not widespread rain anymore, but widespread scattered showers. There can be some breaks in between, with those scattered showers continuing through Monday afternoon, into Monday night, and even into early Tuesday. Once you add up all the rain with this, we'll ask the computer to do that, and here we go with all that rain adding up to the order of an inch or two widespread across the mid-state. Those are the purple shaded areas. These red shaded areas where you're more likely to pick up rainfall in the range of 2 to 3 inches, which might be enough for a few flood prone locations to have some high water concerns, but widespread flooding with this system is not anticipated. So we'll keep an eye on things just in case. Same deal with the severe weather potential. Oh, that's going to remain very low. Once the system moves through, our temperature is going to be kind of cool throughout the upcoming week. Not that far below normal for late October, but certainly cool compared to where we've been recently. Only low 60s for highs Tuesday and again Wednesday. In fact, barely touching 60 degrees on Wednesday. And a couple mornings where we may get some frost advisories issued for our eastern counties, a little higher up in elevation. A little more of a warm up ahead of our next chance of rain. That's going to arrive either Friday or Saturday. I'm betting on Saturday at this point, but I can't completely rule it out on Friday. We'll keep you posted on that so you can plan ahead. Let's toss it over to Joe for a look at sports.
All right, thank you.